The A-10 Thunderbolt II, better known as the Warthog, is a symbol of brute force in the skies. It is not the sleekest, fastest, or most advanced aircraft, but it is feared for one reason: its unmatched ability to dominate ground battles. Now, the U.S. military is exploring ways to enhance this legendary war machine, and if that happens, China may have a serious threat to contend with. The A-10 was designed for one thing: obliterating ground targets with its monstrous Gu-8 Avenger, a 30mm Gatling gun that can rip through tanks like paper. With its heavily armored frame and the ability to take devastating hits and still keep flying, the A-10 has proven its resilience in combat time and time again. Many thought it would be retired, replaced by newer technology, but the demand for its firepower has kept it alive. Now, military strategists are considering upgrades that could make it even deadlier. One of the biggest concerns for China is how an upgraded A-10 could operate in a modern battlefield. The South China Sea and Taiwan Strait are regions where naval and ground forces would be highly engaged in any conflict scenario. If the A-10 is modified with advanced electronic warfare capabilities, stealth coatings, and new generation weaponry, it could become a major asset in a potential standoff. It might not be able to penetrate deep into Chinese airspace without support, but it doesn't need to. Its purpose is to dominate the front lines, and that is where its true power lies. China has developed advanced air defenses and fighter jets to counter modern threats, but the A-10 is not a typical aircraft. It doesn't rely on speed or stealth. It relies on sheer endurance and overwhelming firepower. With recent technological advancements, the Warthog could receive improved avionics, long-range precision missiles, and even drone coordination, allowing it to operate in dangerous zones without excessive risk. The Pentagon has debated the A-10's future for years, but frontline commanders continue to demand it. The reason is simple: no other aircraft can do what the A-10 does. In a potential conflict, especially in an environment where China's armored divisions and missile launchers would play a key role, the A-10 could be devastating. A single Warthog can wipe out an entire convoy, disable key infrastructure, and disrupt enemy movements with relentless firepower. China is well aware of how the A-10 could impact a future conflict. This is why its military has invested heavily in air defense systems like the HQ-9 and fighter jets like the J-20. However, the A-10's ability to operate in coordinated attack formations, supported by electronic warfare aircraft and drone swarms, could push Chinese defenses to their limits. Even with advanced systems, no battlefield is invulnerable to a determined assault, especially one carried out by a machine built for survival and destruction. The U.S. is constantly evolving its military strategy, and an upgraded A-10 would fit perfectly into a high-intensity battle scenario. Whether through enhanced munitions, electronic warfare upgrades, or the ability to integrate with unmanned systems, the Warthog is far from obsolete. It is a nightmare for ground forces, a symbol of American firepower, and potentially a major concern for China's military ambitions.